3, 2, 1.
What's going on, everybody? This is AJ Capasso, host and founder of Talking with the Source. I'm here with my good friend.
It's Robin from Hope Paranormal.
I knew it was coming. But what would I do without that, you know? But anyway.
What would I do with it?
Yeah, right? Anyway, we just wanted to come on quick, talk a little bit, and we have a show tomorrow. We have a team that's coming on. You got to check out. I'm not going to talk too much about it. I want to wait till tomorrow so you guys can get the goods. But
I might be on and I might not be on.
Yeah, well, you know, no, I'm just joking. No, but hopefully you'll be able to make it. If not, no worries. But it's going to be a great time, and it's going to be at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's going to be UK time. It's going to be 8 p.m. or GMT, whatever you want to call it. I don't really know the time zones that well. So
no, it's not. It's 4 hours at the minute because you went forward.
Oh yeah, sorry, 4 hours, whatever. So I have to change that now. So thank you. What's going on, Nando? I appreciate you.
Nando.
And Raymond, what's going on, brothers?
Yeah.
So listen, I wanted to talk to you about something, man. I was talking to Todd earlier, and Todd brought up how spirits were saying to him always throughout these spirit communication sessions that he has the light. And I've heard this before from Steve-O and through everything that we've talked about, you know, everything that I've told you about myself, how I've experienced it. Have you ever heard anything yet from your spirit communications, from them saying anything like that? Has that ever happened yet? I mean, I know you just really, you know, started getting, you know, more into it like I am now, but have you gotten anything like that before?
What, them telling me that I've got the light?
Yeah, or them coming up and saying anything along those lines?
No. I mean, I've been really lucky with my communication.
Yeah,
I've been really lucky as in getting all the information that I wanted to get, but I haven't had really much like that coming through.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you really just started doing like massive amounts of spirit communication anyway. So, I mean, that was kind of a question I maybe shouldn't have asked right now to you, but I'm sure it's going to happen down the road. But as if anyone else has experienced it, please put it in the comments. But I was telling Todd about how it happened to me. It happened to Steve-O. And, you know, I was telling him how basically you have the ability to cross over these spirits that are stuck. And, you know, Todd's beliefs are a little different. So, I don't really know how he took it. I have to ask him when I talk to him again. But, you know, it's when you have certain beliefs and you hear, you know, this type of stuff, it's like, what do they mean? Like for me, coming from a Catholic background, a Christian background, my first thought would be like, oh my gosh, demons, what do they mean? You know, but from doing this work for so long, and meeting Steve-O and have him tell me certain things and teach me things that he's learned over the time. I realize now that it's actually a good thing, not a bad thing. And I just wanted to talk about it and see if anyone else has experienced anything like that.
Yeah, well, hopefully someone else will have experienced it. I mean, I'm not saying that it's never been said to me, but I've just never picked up on it. But I have crossed them over before. I have crossed spirit over before.
Yeah. Well, tell me, man, from meeting me, right, and from me, you know, me and Steve-O teaching about the whole spirit guide thing and working with them. Tell me, have I?
You mean from you doing my head in?
Yeah, right. Yeah. I mean, dude, tell me, did it sound crazy in the beginning?
It did, because it gave me a whole different outlook.
Yeah.
As in, I was doing my investigations. Me and Chris were doing them a certain way that we thought was right. We're not saying it was right, but we thought it was right because we'd done that way from day one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to hang it up. And then, like I say, I was going to do it differently and all. and then it just sort of
Yeah.
once you sort of look at it differently, and you hear from different people, and you sort of
Your
you
experience.
put different methods in, and you know, I mean, you take a little bit from here and put it in, take a little bit from here and you put it in, and you sort of, before you know it, your whole investigation, your whole way of investigation has completely changed.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, well, I see. That's the whole point in my eyes. My eyes of doing this research and doing this podcast is to meet other teams, well known and local, and just use their, like, take a little bit from each one and put it into my research, because learning from others like that in this field, I think, is so important, because it's going to make things happen, make your connection better. You're going to be networking with people. Like, I mean, the people that we've met have been absolutely amazing. I mean, don't get me wrong, there is the negative side of it, but who cares that side? We care about the positive side of this. And, we've met some great people, and, just all of it in general. I just think that, you should take a little bit from each thing that you see, whether you believe it or you don't, or it's not in your wheelhouse. Just try it. What do you got to lose? I mean, as long as
Yeah,
dark arts type stuff, I mean, I don't see what the the hard part of it is. But Raymond
I
said,
mean,
say and help us. And also Anthony says, "What's up, AJ and Robin? What's going on, Ant?" To Raymond's thing though, when he said he's had them say help us, I've had them say help us a lot of times, and I know
yeah,
you.
I've had that before.
Yeah, and these are the
Help
spirits.
us, or help me, or just help.
Yeah, and these are the spirits that I'm talking about when he mentioned this to me about you have the light, or he brings the light. That was what they said. He brings the light, and what that means from what he said, and from what I've learned over the times of doing this, and from myself, is that he's able to cross those type of spirits over, and basically, like, what I do to do it is I visualize this white light going through me, and I use the visualizations to help the spirit go up through the white light, which sounds stupid and absolutely crazy, but when you get a validation after the fact, from a spirit that didn't want to cross, or another entity that's there and saw it, and they say what happened, it's crazy to think it. You know what I mean? If it's possible,
Yeah, but I sort of feel on my side of it now that I'm sort of learning all over again. I'm starting all over again now, because the whole way that we did things
Yeah.
up until 2 months ago, now it's just completely changed. So it's like, what way do I go now? What do I do now?
Yeah, it's like you don't want to research somebody else. You want to do your own stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's like, well, will she come through?
Yeah.
Will she come through if we're, in a random abandoned building,
Yeah.
and trying to get in touch with random spirits that are in there? Is it going to be them? Is it going to be my guides? Is it going to be Julie? I don't know. And this is the whole thing that I've got to sort of try and get used to now. That who will I now be communicating with? Will it just be my guides as it was, or will it be my guides and her, or what I mean?
No, absolutely. And, I think personally that she's going to be with you. And I personally think that she's going to be kind of like a guide for you as well. And I think that you won't have to worry, because I think she'll make her presence known to you, man, when it's time.
She has.
Oh, see? So there you go. What has happened so far?
Just really I'm gonna send you after the podcast. I'm gonna get Chris to send you. Would you send AJ them photos you took last night?
Yeah.
I was obviously, we still have the bed downstairs.
Yeah.
That she was obviously sleeping on, because
Yeah.
she couldn't get up the stairs. So at nights at the minute, I'm on that bed. Mother-in-law Chris, she's on the sofa, and obviously the kids are up in their rooms. But the other night, I get into bed, and I felt as if they're at the bottom of the bed where my feet were under the duvet. It felt as if there was hands going like that on top of the duvet, and I thought it was the cat at first. So I sort of kicked my feet and went, get off, and it was happening again. And I immediately turned the lamp on, and there was no cat on the bed.
Yep.
And I said to Chris, I said, shine your torch. Is there a cat under the bed? So she sat up on the sofa, shone her torch, and went, no, there's no cat anywhere near the bed.
Yeah.
And I said, right, well then, I've got a funny feeling I know what that was. Now, later on that night, I'd fell asleep, and I was only told this the next morning. And bear in mind, at this point, I hadn't actually told Chris fully what all I'd felt. She actually felt that with a finger on her leg.
Wow.
And that was obviously in the same room, but at the far side of the room from me.
Wow.
She felt that, and it said, "You said it was a finger, didn't you?" Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I can hear it.
It was a finger going like that on her leg.
That wasn't last night. That
was the night before, yeah. And then,
Yeah.
and then last night, same again. Got into bed, and I was lying there, and I was talking to her in my head. I do that sometimes. I have like a conversation in my head with her.
Who doesn't?
And all of a sudden, I felt the cover was going beside me, and my hip was tingling.
Wow.
And I said to Chris, I said, quickly, get your phone on night vision and take some pictures from where she is at the far side of the room.
Yeah.
Across. I said, because I'm telling you, I said, she's lying in the bed beside me here. And I could just feel the presence, and I started getting all emotional.
Yeah.
And it was like, then it would have stopped for a minute. Then it started again, and the cover was moving. Hi, Mark. The cover was moving. The bed was being pressed on as if someone was sitting or lying on it. And then my hip would start tingling. There'd be like a warm sensation, and like a pins and needles warm sensation on my hip at that side. And then after a few minutes, it would quit. And then like 5 minutes later, it would be happening again. So I'm lying there last night. Obviously, we're in the pitch dark, and it's happening again. Next thing, I see Chris's phone flashing from the other side of the room. And then a while later, it's happening again.
Oh my gosh. That's too funny. That's too funny. But hey, I mean,
but the thing is, in my head at the time, when I was having a conversation with her in my head at the time, I was saying to her, come over and sit beside me, or come over and lie in the bed beside me.
Yeah.
And then that was happening.
I'm telling you, dude, I told you, she's going to be visiting you. And all of our loved ones do visit us. Imagine, it's just a matter of if we believe or not. Sadly, that's what it is. I mean, if you don't believe, your loved one's going to try maybe, but they're not going to waste their energy if they know that no matter what they do, you're not going to listen. You know what I mean? Even with spirits, when you go to a haunted place, if you go in and you're just like, that one skeptic, they may get, don't get me wrong, they may get something that happens, but if you get a bunch of people that are skeptic, maybe nothing's going to happen because of that one person. You know what I mean? It's a very weird thing, and that one energy can be weird. But if you just believe like that, and I mean, look at what you've already experienced. I mean, and I know there's more to come for you because of all the things that we've, done, with spirit communication wise. I just know that there's going to be a day coming up, like she said, a Mother's Day or whatever. I just have a feeling for that day. So I'm hoping that happens, and I can't wait to see what happens that day if something does, as she said. So.
Yeah. Have you sent them, yeah? Right, she sent you them pictures. If you want to have a quick look at them before we go any further, see if you can see anything on them. They're probably not, but
some of them are very similar to each other.
Yeah. As it was happening, I kept saying, "Take some more. It's happening again."
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at these a little bit longer, but from what I see, I can't see anything at the moment. But if I gotta blow them up and everything and see.
I can't see anything.
But yeah, no, I'm gonna check them out right when we get off this for sure. Because I mean, see, the thing is, it sucks because the paranormal, it's like the only response that we can truly get is like physically, and like that's not a good enough evidence for most people to be like, oh yeah, you definitely experienced a ghost. You know what I mean? Or you definitely experienced a ghost.
Yeah, because you weren't lying there feeling what I was feeling.
Yeah, exactly. If you were just there experiencing what I was experiencing, you would understand. You know what I mean? I totally get that, man. Totally get that. Well, listen, we're halfway through. I want to turn on this box real quick, see what we can get, see maybe if Julie will come through, see whoever else may come through. I just want to do it for a couple minutes. Are you down to do it? All right, cool. So shake your head if you can hear me when I plug this mic in. Hello, hello, hello. You can hear me? All right, perfect. I'm gonna use the PSP7. Plug this right in. Hello, hello. Hi there. Is anyone here? Can you come through clearly? Oh, that was something. What did you say, my friend? Who is this? My name is AJ. Who is this? I call on my guides, Drina, David, and Raul. I just said Raul. Did you hear that? Raul, you here? Raul. Who is the spirit who asked for my name? Tell me, is Julie here? Julie J, are you here? You want to ask something, Levin? Okay. Hold on, I
You
can't
carry
hear
on
you.
asking
I just did a
first.
private chat.
Yeah, just carry on asking.
Julie J, were you with Robin the other night? Were you tapping on the bed? Were you tapping on the bed?
That sounded like I was.
Julie, were you tapping on the bed last night? Or the night before with Robin? I think that said till he wakes up, or till you wake up. What time was it? What time is it? Did you also tap your mom on the leg too? Did you tap your mom on the leg as well? I don't know what that. Kimmy says I was, is what she said. And then Mark Lee said her
Ask
leg.
her, AJ.
Hold on one second, let me pull this out.
Ask her, does she miss me? Because I miss her like crazy.
All right, hold on. Julie, do you miss Robin? Did you hear that, Robin? That was
What did I
yeah.
say?
She said yeah, like that. Julie, do you miss Robin? Because he misses you. Julie, do you miss Robin? All right, let me take that off. Yeah, I had an accent too, Kimmy said, when whatever came through. I'm gonna have to relook at this. Like when we get done, because it's recording right now. So I'll look at this over with. Um, I was gonna do a bunch of apps and stuff like that, but I'm gonna wait till we do it another night, when we could do it a little later on my time, because it's a little light out here with it. But I mean, I can't wait to see. I hope Kimmy and Mark are right, because they heard something very clearly when it came to tapping on your leg and your mom's leg, or her mom's
Yeah.
leg. So
Yeah, like I say, when we come off this, I've got some stuff to get ready for tomorrow. But if you're
yeah,
able to have a look at this,
I'm gonna look at them right now when I get off.
yeah,
So I'm gonna take a look right now. I'm actually gonna blow them up right now and see if I could see anything. Yeah, Mark. Actually, I actually have a portal that I do eliminate the spirit box stuff with. I just for some reason wanted to use it without, but I will be doing more with the portals soon. So I'm just upgrading on some things. But yeah, thank you for telling me that. I appreciate that a lot. But all right, brother. Well, thank you so much for coming on with me. I will
not a
talk
problem.
to you. All right, my friend. Well, that's been another quick episode of Talking with the Source. Until next time, we will see you soon. Later.
Later.